All right, I'm gonna make a quick pizza. I already have my dough already all pressed out. Got my little tray that has the little holes on the bottom so it cooks quick and all the way through. I made some sauce. I just took some San Marzano tomatoes, real simple. Put them in a blender, pureed them with some oregano, some basil, some garlic, some salt, some pepper. I put some onions in there for the sweetness. Came out pretty nice, you know. And then you cook it off. You gotta remember to cook it off so it thickens up. Okay? And I'm letting that cool down a little bit. So I have that pressed out. And then I took, what I do is I take some raw garlic and I spread it all over the dough. But you gotta make sure that you pull it back away from the pan after you do that, so it doesn't stick. And I put some olive oil all over the pan. Okay, you take a paper towel and you pour the olive oil on the paper towel and kind of just pour it all over there. You don't need a lot, okay? Just, you know what I mean? All right, so what I'm putting on tonight's pizza is obviously some low moisture skim mozzarella cheese. I'm doing some grated Parmesan cheese. I'm doing some canned mushrooms, okay? And then I'm gonna do some sweet sausage, some diced onions, and some diced green bell peppers, and some pepperoni. I forgot to get black olives. I was kind of going with like a supreme thing, you know what I mean? All right. So we're gonna put the sauce on. Okay. I like to go a little bit heavy on my sauce because I'm a saucy guy. Okay. Like a ladle and a half. This is just your customary size ladle. Okay. And you kind of put your thumb like that, your ladle down in the middle, and you kind of just draw it out, okay? When you make your pizza, you're constantly preventing it from shrinking back in. Always pulling and tugging it. But once you get that in the oven, you can't do that anymore. So you have to really, really make sure that you have where you want it, the dough. And this is a 16-inch pan, which is a large pizza, your local pizza place. Okay, I think the slice pies are 18-inch. They're a little bit more showy, a little bit, you know, a little bit bigger. Okay, so I kind of pulled that a little bit more back when I put the sauce down. And I like to put Parmesan cheese on first. You know. And be nice with it, you know what I mean? Don't be and this is really, really fresh. I mean, really, really fine. This isn't fresh, but it's very, very fine, which I love. And I'm actually gonna put some on the crust, which I have some garlic on the crust. Okay, just to give that crust some nice flavor. That's good enough. See, I'm gonna put the cheese on last almost, you know. And I have some sweet sausage links, and I just squeeze it out and put them on raw. Okay, it'll cook in the oven, and it's real nice. It doesn't get too dry. Sometimes if you cook all the sausage off first, and then you cook it again, and then you cool it, and then you cook it, and then you cool it, and you cook it, it really, you know, it dries it out, and I don't think anybody likes dry sausage. So, I mean, there might be one person somewhere, you know, but no one knows who they are because they're ashamed. Okay. Kind of sprinkle it all over there, you know. I'm gonna do 2 links. I did a pizza the other day, and I did 3 links, and it was too much. And then last week I did a pizza, and I only did 1 link, and it wasn't enough. So I'm going with 2. Okay, that's what you do. Experiment. Okay. I mean, they say pizza's like sex. Even when it's bad, it's good. So experiment. Okay, experiment like you met a new lover or something, and you guys are gonna try some new outlandish positions or techniques or, you know, I don't know. Okay. I love the my waste pail that that just opens up when you walk by it. It's great. You don't have to touch it. It's great for people that cook because you don't have to wash your hands every 10 seconds. And of course, I'm going to wash my hands right after this because I'm touching a raw food. But if it wasn't a opened up censored garbage can, I would have had to wash my hands just now. And I don't know if any of you guys that are watching this cook a lot or are in the kitchen a lot, but you wash your hands a lot. And your hands get kind of, you know, very dry and chapped and almost feel like the skin's falling off. So it's always great when you don't have to wash your hands so much. Any chance possible. But still being safe. And don't get stressed out. Cooking should be fun. I mean, this is something you could do with your kids. Make the pizza. I got the pizza dough at the local supermarket. You know, the key is you take it out of the bag and you let it sit out for probably an hour. And it'll expand and it'll be a lot easier to work with. It won't tear apart. Okay? Just in case you were wondering. Just put a little olive oil on it. Some flour down. And just stretch it out. And just play with it. Okay? So I think that's enough sausage. Okay? Now I'm going to do some diced onions, some more, and I always squeeze the handful of onions before I put them on there. Get any of that excess water, you know, do it right over the sink. Get any of that excess water out of the onions because you don't want, it's going to cook out, and you don't want your pizza to be runny and floppy. The key is to have a non-flop when you take that slice out. And I've been pretty good lately, so I'm not planning on being flopless this time around. Now I'm going to put some green bell peppers on. Now you can go with sliced or julienne or whatever, but I prefer the diced. I think it just looks better. It's not so overwhelming. You don't want a billion peppers on there and onions on there. They're toppings. They're not, you know, they're not the star. The cheese and the sauce and the crust are the star. The toppings are just a little extra. A lot of pizza places out here in Arizona hide behind their toppings because their pizza isn't that good. Whenever I go to a new pizza place, I always get a cheese slice, and just to check it out and see what it's like. And there's only a couple of places out here, and when I say couple, I mean none. So that's why I'm making my own pizza. And now I'm going to put the mozzarella cheese on. Okay, I'll put a little cheese on. You kind of just work it across like that. A little bit more. Go from the outside in. Do some mushrooms. Again, just go across everywhere. This is your pizza. You don't have to worry about, well, they don't want this on it and they don't want that. No, I'm eating the whole goddamn thing, all right? And then I'm going to put some more cheese on the top. I only sprinkled a little bit of cheese on there. As far as pizzas go, there isn't that much cheese on there yet, you know? I'm being a good boy. And the pepperoni is going to go on last, because then all the oils from the pepperoni will seep into the sauce, seep into the pizza, and give it that nice, you know, almost like an olive oil grease. So some people wipe that grease off, not me. I love it. I'll take your grease from your pizza. Put it on my pizza. Sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on there. Oh yeah, that's right, buddy. Okay, and then we're just gonna do this again. It doesn't have to be that much, or you can go, you know, you can do this piccoli, you know, double cheese, double sausage, dude. Right here, dude. You can do whatever you want. I prefer a saucier pizza, and some people put more sauce on. No, all you do is put less cheese on, and you'll have a saucier pizza. Because if you put too much sauce on your pizza, it's gonna get runny, and when you bite into it, sauce is gonna shoot out, and you're gonna burn somebody. Okay? So, and I just got some pre-sliced pepperoni from the deli counter. You know, I got some boar's head, the old reliable boar's head. Yeah, let's get high. I like to put, you know, a little bit of pepperoni on there. Oh, that's pepperoni, all right. Okay, that's enough because the oil's going to cook at it, and you don't want the pizza to be too greasy. All right. So there we go. I forgot to get black olives, but they would normally have black olives on, and that is the Rice Man Supreme Pizza. And then it goes in, right in like that. When I do pizza, I don't put on the convection oven. I do traditional. The heat's coming up from the bottom, like a pizza oven. Okay. If I was making something like where I wanted to get some wings crispy, I'd put the convection, turbo convection on. But I decided that I have found that it works better for pizza when you just do the bake oven. And I put it at 450, and I get it preheated for quite a while. It's been preheating for about a half an hour. And this is a nice little, I don't want to say little, it's a pretty big toaster oven, and it's great. It's been doing the job, you know. I could fit one 16-inch pizza pan in there, and that's all I need. So I'm at about 22 minutes right now. That's where the timer's been counting down. I set it at 90 minutes. And I've been letting it go for quite a while, so it's nice and hot. And you know, it shouldn't even take 20 minutes. It'll probably be, you know, I'll check in 12 minutes and see where we're at. And then I like to take it off the pan and then put it directly on the rack. And it really gets that nice crisp, and it doesn't, and the pizza doesn't flop ever. So yeah, and that's it right there. And I will post another video when it's done. All right.